Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And it's Eto'o. And Messi! And he's following up!
That's just playing it safe and simple. Barcelona have created a real intensity from the start, and there's no sign of any let-up.
He's got to be in here! Good read, needed to be. Koundé gets good distance on it.
Well, you know, Peter, the brains of this particular team's operation is Pep Guardiola, someone who can dictate the tempo, and his appreciation of the game is a step above most.
Yeah, he's a thinking man's footballer, isn't he?
Indeed, and I'm really looking forward to watching him.
Nicked it back promptly. Kaká. And here's Mbappe. Messi!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
That's headed upfield. He won't be happy with that one. Yaya Toure. Kaká. Luis Garcia just eases him off the ball. Mbappe. Eto'o. Messi. So it is still 0-0. Eto'o. Oh, they could be caught out here. Kaká. Yaya Toure. And it's Eto'o. And here's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Can he finish? There it is!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Kaká. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Eto'o. Mbappe. Now it's Messi. Well, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
I think, on the whole, the team linked up very well and has been organised. Hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Could try cutting inside here. Costa Curta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. No, he's not getting any further than that. Still just a single goal between the sides. Back into the middle.
Barcelona showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Pedri.
That's really good energy, Peter, the way they defend from the front.
Oh, nice touch. It's Eto'o! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Eto'o is offering a wry smile there.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, that's clear cut. It's a free kick. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Balde. Balde goes on a charge down the left. Lewis, real chance! It's in! Barcelona are back in business! Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action, that's another really clever finish.
Barcelona grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Barcelona surely know by now that they've put so much work into producing the equaliser that they'll battle on for a winner. You know, it's all one-way traffic for them now, and they simply have to capitalise on it.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Koundé wins the duel this time. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Mbappe looking to run onto it. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And he cuts out the supply. Ferran Torres is sporting a guilty look after that.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Engages and forces him off the ball.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Vieira.
Oh, really well played.
He's picked his way through. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. The final whistle is imminent, but I do think he'll allow time for this free kick. So he's plotting something before playing it in. And the referee brings it to a close. Decent game of football that, intense, intriguing, and both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Well, after all of that, Jim, well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. It really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Kaká. Deftly away.
Well, if you're looking for a showstopper, I think we need to look no further.
And a shot!
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Conte. And no, That is pretty much the end of that. Passing nice and neat. It's Eto'o! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Eto'o is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Terrific header! They've scored! The breakthrough strike! A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Plays a delicate ball. Thuram calmly anticipates. Vieira spots it and intercepts. Kaka. Another pass just keeps... Eto'o! And he's got his cross in. Now the finish! Loose. Oh, it's fallen kindly here. And he comes up trumps again. Well, they scored their first goal from a corner. What about now?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Modric. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. And here's Mbappe. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Tries a shot! And yes, it's there! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Well, I think the keeper has every reason to rip into that defence for allowing him to get into such a good position.
So that's 2 now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
And here's Suarez. He's beaten the last man. He's had a shot. He's scored. On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, the keeper has every right to have a moan at his defenders for that because they never got tight to the score. Simple as.
This is threatening to become a really good game. Mbappe! That's a half-decent try. So what can they make of this? And he was quick to react.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And the half-time whistle goes. Well, it has been a very watchable football match that has already provided 3 goals, both teams contributing plenty to it. And in terms of scoreline, it is close to being perfectly balanced. The game living up to billing and plenty of thrills to keep the crowd warm. We'll be resuming in a quarter of an hour from now with the scoreline 2-1. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half. There's the hit! No mistake!
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
So the lead now is 2.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
He is through here. Eto'o, he's through and all alone. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Neymar might just make this. Messi. And that's been won straight back. Eto'o. He's in a good position. Messi! And it's there! And the lead is 3! It is surely done!
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
So now the difference is 3.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Conte. Costa Curta. Now Oddo. Costa Curta. That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, that's well spotted. Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And here's Mbappe. Marquinhos cuts out the pass. And that is a little undercooked. Mbappe has a go! Goal! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Back into the middle. deftly away. And it's De Bruyne. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. It's a decent chance to counter-attack. There's a player on this pitch who shines above the rest, and we're talking defence.
Oh, no. Tries a shot! That's another chance! Superb goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Koundé. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Torres showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And here's Yamal. That's been cut out, well played. Maldini, a player of legendary status. Torres unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Chelsea looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in.
Oh, shooting chance! In he goes again! And he hits the net! Hot knife through butter! They have done it again! With a predatory goal.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Maldini gets it clear. And he cuts out the supply. Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. De Bruyne. Mbappe has it out wide and in space. Can he finish? It's in! Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment and the damage was all done.
We have got ourselves a game here.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
De Bruyne did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. De Bruyne. Mbappe. And it's Fernando Torres. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So on the whole, a very competitive game so far. Goals for both sides, neither in true command. Anything could still happen in this game. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your...
Oh, what has happened here? The ball is loose and the chase is on. He's picked his way through. Chance! It's there! And that is goal number 20. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So the lead now is 2.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Kaká. Chelsea can breathe again. Just.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Chelsea are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least. because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
De Bruyne. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Costa Curta. Kaká. Eto'o. Kaká. Koundé wins the duel this time. Koundé did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Kaká. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. It's Eto'o! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Eto'o really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. And he'll shoot here! No, he's missed it.
It was more possible than probable, and the outcome backed it up, Peter.
Maldini. And it's De Bruyne. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And it's Messi. Vieira. He's looking to set free a runner. Eto'o. Oh, that's nice. Couldn't squeeze it. Messi! He should have put that one away.
Well, that ought to have wrapped it up, Peter. He may well regret that, you know.
Maldini promptly onto that, and that is that. Messi. Torres. Just 5 minutes left. Messi looking understandably energised after his goal. There's the hit! Messi. Vieira. There'll be a minute of stoppage time. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people. Mbappe picking up the man of the match. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Such scenes here. Oh, he's taken it. Lahm. Real chance! Caught offside that time. Griezmann. It's Griezmann! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Griezmann really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. And he's gone looking for safety. And now they can spring out of defence. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Griezmann! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And it's Perez. He is through here. Perez goes hurtling down that left-hand side. Messi with the clearance. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Yaya Toure. And here's Eto'o. Look at the space. Mbappe! Goal!
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Cantona. That's really well cleared. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Now it's Perez. Cantona. Very nicely done. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Eto'o. It's Eto'o! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Eto'o really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.
And he's taking no chances there. Croatia are looking to go forward now. That looks a good ball through. No, that's been intercepted. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now that looks a decent ball. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Kaká! Against the crossbar! It's a mighty effort! And the whistle goes for half-time. So the team's still separated by one goal, but it should be very different. How would you review the first half?
Peter, this is far from a lost cause. Yes, they've been hit once by a pacey opposition, but they've asserted more control and look capable.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And the action is back underway. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Messi. Gently done. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Mbappe! In he goes again! And he's straight offside. Croatia look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Now it's Eto'o. Mbappe. Croatia can breathe again. Just.
Oh, that's...
And Messi! Goal! Croatia are back in business. Oh, delicious. Such devilish curl.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Croatia grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked and I still haven't moved.
Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Gerrard. Zico. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Maldini eases him off the ball. Corner number 2 then. They've played it short, and it's Messi. Referee has taken his time, but it is going to be another corner. Croatia have their third corner. No way through, so back. Now the finish! They want to be quick to recover this. This might... And another try! Goal! Croatia! And the comeback is complete. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, look, he moves and manufactures in unique fashion. This guy is sheer class.
Croatia get themselves into the lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And he's picked out the run. Oh, what has happened here? And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Croatia surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Beckenbauer cuts it out. Now it's Perez. That is good alertness. Just 5 minutes remaining now. And here's Torres. Oh no, this does not look good. could have here their final chance.
It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
Climbs up big! Really well taken goal. They have stolen level at the last. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Nicked it back promptly. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result in my opinion.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Cafu, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Son Heung-min. Baresi gets over and intercepts. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, this guy, Son, is one of the quickest players around at this level, and he uses it to great effect. His willingness to run at and beyond defences just adds to that raw pace, and it'll mean he'll always be a threat here.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Gives it back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Mbappe is offering some sort of an apology there.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Now that is commitment to the cause. Jamaica with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Pirlo goes short. It's a mighty effort! No, not the best of headers. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Jordi Alba.
Jamaica clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is. And it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Mbappe, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And no, that was never going to make it. Now it's Mbappe. Darwin. It's Son Heung-min! Oh, he's been caught napping. Schmeichel can claim that. Could move up a gear here.
Have beautifully policed that.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. How would you review the first half?
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
Still waiting for this to take off. He rises! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And they've got rid.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Yaya Toure. Wan-Bissaka. Eto'o. Kaká. Beckenbauer did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Darwin. Oh, it's just a little long. They get a throw in. And now they can clear their lines. Jamaica are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty...
Mbappe! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Mbappe knew immediately he didn't catch that to his liking, and his face was a picture of dissatisfaction.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. And he's been shifted off it. And it's Hullet. Now it's Messi. Hullet. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Hullet. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Torres. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Tries a shot! They've scored! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal!
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
Oh, shooting chance! And that would have won it.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. Jamaica really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Fernando Torres, and he's cut it out. And the finish! Now, in he goes again. It's off target and by quite a way.
Nedved simply had to find something instinctive because of the unexpected way the ball came loose.
Oh, what a mistake! He's picked his way through. Oh, he's got a Torres! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Oh, what a climb! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
And the shot! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
And here's Messi. Thuram looking to hit the byline here. He's tried one! Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Fernando Torres, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. That's been cut out, well played. And it's Inzaghi. Really fierce, close defending. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now that's well seen too. Well, there are plenty who say that Robbie Keane is one of Ireland's finest. So what's the view of another of Ireland's finest, Jim?
I'd have to go along with what you've just said, Peter. You know, he's a precocious talent since a young age. He's grown into an all-round creative forward now. He's just capable of making those little runs in behind or dropping deep to...
Chance! There it is!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling that...
Kaká! That's another chance! They've scored! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Messi. He can run onto that. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Shot at goal! Really well taken goal. And they get themselves in front. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner. Unstoppable.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? That is a great ball. Mbappe! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
And here's Keane. Now it's Messi. Shapes to shoot! He scores! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. Simplicity itself.
Yeah, the goal was really well worked. Look, the game is a constant search for space, and he found the pocket.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Robbie Keane delivering the goods as expected.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
Thinks one through. Thuram gets across to intercept that. Nice sequence of passes this. Messi. Eto'o. Bastoni. Messi. Robbie Keane. Cruyff. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Here we go again.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Short changes him with that pass. He's got a side of goal. They want to be quick to recover this. Filippo Inzaghi looking to add to his goal. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Cruyff. Looking for the runner. And he's straight offside. And it's Inzaghi. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Mbappe. Mbappe! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. Mbappe. Mbappe! Another save. It's their second corner of the game. Terrific header! He has done it! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan...
Torres! And he hits the net! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all...
Great chance! And again! It's loose. Has another go! Sticks it away! Into the lead once more! Son Heung-min duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, it's been their hard work that has got him this lead, but I just wonder whether they can keep it up. This may take a toll now.
And here's Hullet. Hullet!
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Torres!
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Now it's Son Heung-min. It's Son Heung-min! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Time for a change in personnel.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able. Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
Son Heung-min. Now it's Owen. And he cuts out the supply. Casemiro. Hullet. And it's Fernando Torres. Oh, that's a key interception. And that will be it. Well, that was intense and enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. Well, after all of that, Jim... So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. So that's got things underway. Oh, played right into his path. Mbappe! Tries a shot! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
The fella you're looking at, Peter, Ashraf Hakimi. I think one of the better offensive fullbacks anywhere in the world. He's very much the modern fullback. He was a winger, moved a little bit deeper, but he still has that passion to get forward. And we know it's backed up by a great engine and occasionally an eye for goal.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Now that looks a decent ball. And that could set him on his way. Osimhen! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Mbappe goes on a charge down the left. He is through here. Mbappe! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Messi plays it short. Big header! Goal! What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So we have the first goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Oh, no joy this time. Kimmich. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. It's Eto'o! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. It's in! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Kaká. Pedri. And no, that was never going to make it. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Van Bouten gets rid without sophistication. Oh, delightful ball. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Backward it goes. He's tried one! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And it's Yaya Toure. And here's Eto'o. Mbappe! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And it's the goalkeepers to claim. Schneider. And we've reached half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, they had their opponents reeling in that half, Peter, and the break may influence a change somehow, but don't hold me to it.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and two between them at half-time. That gets things going for the second half. No reported change to either side during the break. Oh, nicely intercepted. And here's Eto'o. And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Saka. And they can counter here. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Yaya Toure has found the net here, of course. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. And here's Eto'o. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Mbappe. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. And that's another good win of the ball. Now it's Mbappe. Costa Curta.
That was lovely, that.
Cleared away. Schneider. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And he's had it nicked away. Vieira. Kaká. Driving on and making good progress. And here's Mbappe. That is a great ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Can he finish? Kimmich. Now it's Messi. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he's managed to get free.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Saka. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And that's that. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for it. Haaland! What a wonderful goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curl he applied was immaculate.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Casemiro did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Eto'o. And he's intervened well there. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Eto'o. Davids. Oh, it's come loose. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! There's the shot! A real chance and a real let-off. Chooses to go cross-field. Now it's Mbappe. Now this could be a chance. Now the finish! And for a moment, time stood still. And no, that was never going to make it. Davids, no way through. Now it's Eto'o. Danger averted for now. And it's Eto'o. And here's Eto'o. Now it's Mbappe. Eto'o.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Oh, that's an inviting ball. And they're quick to get it back. Yaya Toure. Seedorf spots it and intercepts. Messi. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Dembele. Great chance! Dembele gets flagged offside. And he's managed to get rid. And they're back on the ball again. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break, 1-0.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
They've played it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's good running with the ball. Messi.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Mbappe. Plays a sharp little ball here. Now it's Haaland. No luck with that dink over the top. Haaland is sporting a guilty look after that.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Kaka. And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Oh, shooting chance! No mistake! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
And now he has two. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off? That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
It's a mighty effort! Sticks it away! Just one in it now! The game takes on a whole new complexion!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
We have got ourselves a game here.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
And here's Haaland. And he's been shifted off it.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Nicked it back promptly. And here's Messi. Hullet. Can he finish? And the ball's... It's Casemiro!
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And the pass is intercepted. And he's picked out the run. And he thumps it clear. Ah, he's given it away. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And that is that. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Adriano, and here's Kvaratskhelia. Big chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Oh, this looks sharp. Davids. Bellingham. And the finish! Big moment! Massive goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Barcelona clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
So a breakthrough already. And back to the keeper they go. Driving forward. He's got plenty of space out wide here. That's a lovely, neat pass. And no, that was never going to make it. Nicely spread. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, he's found some space here. Kvaratskhelia is flagged offside. Played towards the other side. Davids. Delicate ball, and it needs to be.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Almost half an hour in now. Messi kept his eye on it, and he's there. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. That'll be a throw-in. Davids. Gabriel. And the keeper's got it again. Messi. Kvaratskhelia. And it's Messi. Yaya Toure. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Moved on forwards. Adriano is onto it in a flash. Neymar in acres of space out wide. Well read, and the danger is averted. And he'll shoot here! Well, the contact was true enough, the aim wasn't quite.
Well, it was a confident attempt, and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room, and while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Here we go again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Wan-Bissaka, and he's managed to get free. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, and he's through the middle. Oh, that was vital. Wan-Bissaka gets good distance on it. Messi powering forward here. Messi on a strong run down the right. That's the throw. It's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Maldini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Oh, what has happened here? Mbappe! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Chance for the header! Well, the counter could be on here. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. He could be in here. He has found the way through. Chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Messi goes short, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Not the most accurate pass. Driven forward. Thuram getting this one clear. Rummenigge, that's a good ball out wide. He's found a way through. Messi proves just a little bit too strong. Nicely aimed pass.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Great hit! And it's in! And with that goal comes comfort. The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner and he picked them off instead.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. So that's two now without reply.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Quality ball. Just 5 minutes left. Forwards and with intent. Oh, no joy this time. And he's quick to get it clear again. No, he's not getting his way this time. And it's played forward. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that's really well manoeuvred. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. We have already started here. Oh, no joy this time. Deftly away. And that's been won straight back. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Look at the space here. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Always onto this. Big chance! And they've got rid. Messi.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, when you say Brazilian fullback, there's only one man, isn't there?
Mbappe! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Moved on forwards. Pressing high and with purpose. Good spot, he's seen the run. And that could set him on his way. That is a brilliant interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Great chance! He's delivered all right! It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
Is it just me, or did he make that look very, very easy? That was terrific skill and composure from him. He finished with such aplomb.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one.
Rummenigge! Oh, he has leathered that.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Well timed, excellent interception. Messi. Rummenigge. Now it's Mbappe. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Chouameni. Mbappe. Madrid ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. And that has been cut short. Madrid deciding to turn to the long ball now. That is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they've decided to take a more direct route to goal now, but, you know, they can't just continue doing this and make it predictable. And importantly, they've got to look to win the second ball. If they do that, they should get right up the pitch.
Yeah, they really should. Can he finish? What a save! Terrific reactions! 5 minutes till the break. Rummenigge. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Eto'o. And we've reached half-time. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
At least, Peter, not conceding another goal has kept them in this game, and they can up their response in this second half.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Vinicius Junior. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Mbappe. Now it's back. Shapes to shoot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Madrid with the corner. They're first. Mbappe goes short. Drilled in low. Costa Curta clears it away. And Messi! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And now a sudden chance to counter. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's got away.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. Rummenigge, Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Well, there's the clearance. And now they can clear their lines. Rummenigge. Oh, that was vital. Adams is there to clear. Shot could be on. Musiala. Well, that has not gone well. Has a look and place it forward. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Adams gets it clear. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Musiala tries a shot! He's got a goal! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, that goal just serves to give them the momentum and psychological edge now at this stage, but for me, they've got to chase a winner.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Thuram gets it away. 5 minutes left on the clock. Oh, easy pickings there. He's gone forward. No, he's just misjudged that one.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Thuram makes the interception. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. He's in here. There's the shot! Oh, what about that? And that may just do it!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, this looked like it.
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. The action has already started. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And he was quick to react. And here's the chance to counter. And here's Vardy. Messi. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Can he get it through? Now it's Mbappe. And it's Messi. Gets his pass away. Mbappe! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Oh, played right into his path. Oh, sweet feet. He is got a shot away. And he's let fly. Oh, that is very close.
Batistuta brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
And the pass is intercepted. Mbappe! Real chance here! That is ended up in no man's land. Real chance! Mbappe is flagged offside. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
He's tried one! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And no, that was never going to make it. Messi. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. He's beat, shapes to shoot. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Khan. And we've reached half-time. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And hostilities have... It's Son Heung-min!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Son Heung-min. Roberto Carlos has it in a... Up he goes! And he's done it!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Devoid of any complexity, but boy, was that certain.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, whatever the manager said it.
Now the finish! Sticks it away! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less. Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can
go one better, possibly.
Back into the middle. Eto'o. That pass has been well intercepted. Looking for a corner. And we have our very first corner. That's a decent clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. And that's really well manoeuvred. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And they've got a throw. Gabriel spots it and intercepts. Aimed beyond the defence. He's found a way through. Son Heung-min! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Koundé.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done. Rangers showing a good...
He's going for goal! Oh, it's come loose. Son Heung-min. Oh, what has happened here? A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
And it's Messi. Eto'o. Yaya Toure. Eto'o. It's a loose ball. Messi! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Fernando Torres, there's the hit! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. The action has already started. An early chance, their first of the game.
It was more possible than probable, and the outcome backed it up, Peter.
And here's Mbappe, and he cuts out the supply. Oh, and he's through the middle. Now it's Martinez. It's a goal kick. Now it's Messi. Costa Curta does really well to win the ball there. Maldini kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I want to focus on this guy, Jamal Musiala. Born in Germany, raised in England. He was courted by both nations, of course, until he chose to represent Germany at senior level. I would say he's probably a natural 10 with a very quick turn of pace. And one side's gain really was one side's loss.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Oh, no joy this time. Danger averted for now. St Johnston couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. He's in plenty of space here. And he's quick to get it clear again. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Big chance! Chouameni. St Johnston look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Oh, played right into his path. Hits one! There it is! Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
A 1-0 lead established.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter...
Great chance! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Musiala can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
And they're quick to get it back. Oh, great ball! Shot a goal! And yes, it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, his movement is all based on fine margins, and the timing of his run then was ideal.
St Johnston. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. How would you review the first half?
Look, Peter, this isn't good. Their body language is not encouraging, and the manager must have a major verbal impact, or else.
There's the start of the second half.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip.
Tries a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
St Johnston with the corner, there first. And he's there to clear it. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Yaya Toure. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, this looks sharp. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And that's been won straight back. Kaká has a look and plays it forward. Eto'o. Mbappe. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Nicely aimed pass. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Nice sequence of passes, this. Well, now it's... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Hit into the middle. Keeper has taken decisive action. Eto'o! He has done it! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could now well reward them with an equaliser.
Maldini gets good distance on it. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Nedved. Bastoni gets over and intercepts. They're back in possession and ready to go again.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Look at the space here!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Casemiro.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
St. Johnston clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And he's managed to get rid. Well, they've got it again. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now that's well seen too. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was intense and enjoyable. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Oh, that's ambitious. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Alexander-Arnold is offering a right smile there.
That's played into space. Nicely aimed pass. Looking for the run. He's through here. Here, he's one-on-one, surely! Dealt with nicely by the defence. Camavinga producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. That is ended up in no man's land. Bellingham! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Madrid with the corner, there first. And that should get the job done. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. No goals as yet. Now it's Messi. Stood up well to him there. Costa Curta is there to clear. Thuram with the clearance. Kaká. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Well, there's the clearance. Vieira.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that is out of play. Ah, good steal. He just read it. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Kaká. Eto'o. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Real chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Eto'o clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And that was very necessary. And now they can spring out of defence. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Chouameni getting this one clear. Kaká. Out of play for a throw. Vieira. Another pass, just keeps it ticking over. Kaká.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. Here we go again. Both sides defensively robust up to now. He can run onto that. He's had a hit! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. This their second corner of the game. And that has been cleared. He's going for goal! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
So, third corner of the game. And he's had a hit! Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, it was a confident attempt, and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
And it's Messi. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Up towards the hour mark, and still no goals. Aimed beyond the defence. And he's found a way past. There's the shot! Really well taken goal. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
That is a great pick out. Eto'o! It's Eto'o! He's scored! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
So that's 2 now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Camavinga. Played with finesse. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, he's burst through. He's found shapes to shoot. Yes! And look at his joy. Is this not why we love the game? And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Madrid can now introduce the first of their substitutes. A case now of complete control.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've...
Oh, what has happened here? And the shot! Out of play for a goal kick. Oh, and he's through the middle. Now Mbappe is on his own. Oh, brilliant stop from... In he goes again. Oh, taken with style. Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're so...
Oh no, this does not look good. And through to the goalkeeper. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Mbappe. It's a goal kick.